Racing Metro's Jamie Roberts, fit again after his ankle injury. He's hopeful of being involved in some Heineken Cup action this weekend as they go on a revenge mission against Harlequins.
Long-term injuries are heartbreaking to the least, but you have to try and put a positive spin on it, try and get a positive mindset and, give your body a little break, really. Hopefully I'm up for selection this week, so fingers crossed on that front. But, yeah, like I said, it's a tough game to come back into after a long time out, but, you just got to back yourself, you've got to back your teammates, and hopefully I can slot back in without too much problem.
I'm sure you spend all your spare time looking on the internet at headlines about rugby politics over here in Wales. I'm sure you're never off the IC Wales website or the BBC Sport one checking out exactly what's going on. In terms of the player drain that's making the headlines over here, is it kind of just inevitable given that more and more guys are going to keep going?
Inevitable, I don't suppose inevitable is the right word for it. I think there's a possibility of it. And ultimately, it's up to each and every individual player what they see best for their career and what they want to do. A lot have come over here to play in a fantastic league, to play great quality of rugby in France, and have made themselves fully available for international selection. And from my perspective, I'm very happy I've made the move, and I'm sure there will be a lot of other players seriously contemplating it. And c'est la vie. It's the way it is. That's the way professional sport is. It's the way professional sport always has been.
And in terms of the domestic league over here, the Pro 12 product, that's kind of up for debate at the moment, whether the Welsh clubs should get involved with the Premiership clubs. Do you have any views on that? What kind of the differences are there in those sort of ideas?
Yeah, I mean, there are views. I have got my views. And from a player's point of view, and I'm sure I speak on behalf of all the players, it's frustrating that it's all above our heads, to be honest.
Yeah.
We don't really have a say in it. It's we're here to play rugby ultimately and represent the club we're playing for. It's very frustrating. It's frustrating for all the players, as it is, I'm sure, all the staff behind all the regions and the union. It's a situation which I'd probably echo Ryan Jones's sentiments actually earlier in the week. It's got the potential to leave a scar on the domestic game, which is going to take a while to heal, because ultimately. The young guys, for example, from Cardiff, kids want to go down and watch your Warburtons and Halfpennies play for Cardiff. And if these guys are leaving, they haven't got those top-class role models to look up to. And I'm sure, as a kid, I'd always want to go down to the Arms Park and see your Quinnells, your Jenkins, your Howleys, playing for Cardiff, and seeing those stars playing. So, yeah, that's one thing which does worry me. But yeah, I suppose you lose a generation of top international players if they all head overseas, which takes 3, 4, 5 years to heal. But there we are. That's the way it is. And as I said, as players, it's frustrating that it's all above your head. I was speaking to a few of the boys going back a few months now about just a British league. I think a British league with two divisions of say 14 teams. That involves, the English, Scottish, Irish and Welsh teams would be a fantastic product. But I suppose England, at the moment, the Premiership is a very strong brand. It's got all, it's got the TV money, it's got big crowds, and it's something certainly very appealing for the Welsh clubs to go and join. But yeah, decisions above our heads, unfortunately, as players.
And a lot of people saying about the knock-on effects for the national team of a lot of you guys being based in France, a lot of the guys potentially being based in England as well. Does it have any effect on when it comes to internationals? Because so long as you guys have got the release clauses that a lot of you now have, it shouldn't really, should it?
As any Welsh player who's playing in Wales, obviously the participation agreement at the moment allows players, that full 2 weeks release prior to Six Nations in the autumn. As players playing in France, we arrive at training on that same Monday as the Welsh players playing. So the black and white of it is that, no, it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. We turn up to train the same time as the Welsh guys.
That's Jamie Roberts of Racing Metro giving us his take on his recovery from injury, amongst many other topics.